Mpumi Seipati here, CEO of SAWIL. Congratulations for making it into the finalist for the inaugural SAWIL Trailblazers Awards. This is my co-pilot, Dr. Brough. It is such an honor and a pleasure to have you on as part of the finalists. What a trailblazer you are. So congratulations from my side. Just quickly tell us who Mpumi is and what she's about. What made you or got you a seat on this table?
Sure. Okay. Firstly, thank you so much for the congratulations. And I think co-pilot is an apt word to use because of the setup that Dr. Andy has going on. Anyway, so Mpumi is a 26-year-old Wits mining graduate who, after realizing that mining was not really the space where I could create the most impact and really be my most authentic, decided to leave the industry in pursuit of what would actually be my purpose and how I could really create value and impact in the world. So way before then, I was raised by my mom, and it was my sister and my brother who are way older than me. They could actually pass for my parents. So growing up, we weren't really that privileged. And so when I got a seat at university, it was quite a thing. So I couldn't even after realizing in university that I'm not in the right place, I didn't have the luxury of saying, oh my goodness, it's fine. Let me quit this for something else. So I had to stick it through. But once I got a bit older and saw all the opportunities out there for me to pursue, I knew that I couldn't stay in a place that wasn't for me, in a place that I would just be on auto mode and autopilot. So in essence, that's really my background. Currently, I'm running my own training and development firm, but I also work as a newly promoted junior product manager in a corporate and investment banking division of a bank. And when you ask me what got you a seat at the table, firstly, let me just talk about that. So when a guy approached me and said, hey, did you see that the nominations were open for the SAWIL Trailblazers Awards? I thought, okay. And he said to me, I'd like to nominate you. So at first I thought, this guy, what does he mean? But you know what they say about life happens while you're busy making plans? I think the same is true for awards, that awards happen while you're busy creating an impact. Because while I thought, no, this is how I measure value when I post a certain thing and people take certain measures or actions, to him, everything that he was reading from my profiles was valuable enough for him to actually nominate me and see me as a leader. So when I got nominated, I was like, oh my goodness, what do I do? And then I got the email to say I need to put together a profile. Everything was conspiring against me. Let me tell you, the week of, my laptop broke down. I had to take it back to the shop. And I thought, I need to get this right. What am I going to do? So I had to make memes, and I made those memes, and I became a finalist. When I saw the list, I thought, there's no way. Not me with all those doctors, those professors, those executives. What is this little girl doing here? But one thing that I just really had to snap myself back into is that I don't think leadership has got to do with race, with age, and even with numbers of experience or years of experience that you've got. It's really about how you make people feel, what people gain when they interact with you and when they come into contact with you. And I guess that's how I got a seat at the table. However intimidating the table is, I'm here.
You certainly are at the table, Mpumi, and I'd love to know more about this Purpose Practitioners Club. You seem to have found a niche in training and development to help people discover and walk in their own purpose. Maybe just explain that to us if you could.
Oh, I would love to. So it goes back to when I started working. So when I left varsity, I went into a mining technical consulting firm in 2017. That year for me must have been the emptiest, hollowest year of my life. I really felt like every day waking up was a chore. And coming back from work, coming back home, I literally would ask myself, what did I do today? Whose life did I touch? Really, how can I go to bed satisfied that I've lived this day? And I understood that there was nothing else that was going wrong in my life. It was just, there was a gap that could only be filled by my value in this world and my purpose. And I went on a year-long search. I searched for what it is that I could be doing and what it is that I'm actually created for. And in that time, I'm sorry about my lighting, in that time then of really trying to find what the gap is about, I found what my purpose is. And then I got into corporates because I left the job that I was doing. I got into corporates. And to my surprise, so many people in corporate came up to me to say, hey, are you happy here? Is this what you'd be doing if there was nothing else in life to do? And I was wondering, was it coincidental that people were coming to me or what was going on? And with that, I realized that there's so many other young people, so many other older professionals actually are just experiencing this thing of unfulfillment at work, really feeling impactless. And even though the bills are being paid, they're not satisfied. In fact, there was an older man who was retiring from work, and a lady who's just my age went up to him and said, hey, what are your parting words to somebody who's young and upcoming? What would you say? And this man, in the most sorrowful and sad demeanor, said to her, I realized that in all my years working at this bank, I closed deals for the bank and I closed none for myself. Wow. And he said, what I would advise you to do is follow your dream, do what you know you're meant to do. And I guess for me, that's when the penny dropped to say, I can't continue on with this gem that I have, not sharing it with those who I believe really need it and would do great with it. So that's when I established Purpose Practitioners Club. It's actually celebrating its first year in business next year, actually in November, next month in November. And so in the business, really, I host masterclasses. I have a program and some courses where I really take other young professionals like myself through a series of trainings and assessments of getting to know what they're here for, their strengths, their gifts, and then from that, helping them establish what could be a suitable profession, whether that is in continuing in corporate or establishing a business, going into full-time ministry, establishing an NPO, going into academia, or anything like that, or actually expressing that purpose in the creative space, whatever that looks like. So after finding that purpose, then turning it into a profession that will fulfill them, that will render them very impactful in the society in our generation. And of course, sustain them because we have to live, we have to eat. So that's basically what the company does.
Mpumi and Mbonane, you're talking to somebody who's passionate about leadership, and we realize that you can't lead others until you can lead yourself and find your purpose. We want to take this opportunity on behalf of SAWIL Trailblazers to congratulate you on your nomination and wish you every success with the finals.
Thank you so much. It's really, really an honor for me to be here. And just looking at all those profiles, I was like, am I the youngest person in the group? But hey, I'm really, really grateful for the honor.
Great to have you with us. Thank you so much.